there. But let's turn our attention now to, well, let's just talk to the meat eaters. And maybe you love your steaks. Maybe you love being able to kind of carve in or cut into a nice big juicy steak. But in order to do that, you need a really great knife. You can't just use any old thing. And for a lot of us in our knife drawer at home, we're kind of just using any old thing. What I want you to see is created from Forged in Fire. It's an 8-piece jumbo steak knife set. And these are jumbos. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take one out because you're getting the 8-piece. There are 4 in a package and you're getting 2 packages. And I even love that when you're not using them, you can store them here. Or if you wanted to just kind of have these only in the credenza in your china cabinet, you could do it that way. But look at the size of this knife. This is the size that you would see if you went to one of those very expensive steakhouses and everything you order is a la carte. We're gonna give you all the details and what makes this so special, but you'll notice that they all have a covering right there over the tip because these are super sharp. They're made that way. You want a nice sharp knife. These are all full tang. These are beautifully textured so that any food that you're cutting will just slide right off. You're getting all 8 knives for less than $25. 3 flex of $8.32. Now we had to bring in the expert, Mark Gill. When you talk steak, you have to talk to Mark Gill. Hi, Mark.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to our kitchen. Now listen, you might be looking at this going, what do I need a steak knife for? Let me show you, please, because there is such a huge difference between a steak knife and a steak knife. And that's what I love about these. And Forged in Fire has really done a job, boy. You want to talk about a quality steak knife that rivals the kind of knives that you've got in restaurants all around the country. This is what it is, let me tell you. So let me go ahead and grab this, and I want you to see something, okay? These knives are just absolutely steakhouse perfect. They give you that great cut, that great feel, and there's a surprise built into these. They're actually a hybrid knife. So if you need not a serrated cut, but you're working with food that wants a cleaner cut, you've got that option too. In fact, you are gonna go ahead and love, love, love your steaks, chops, and chickens so much more, and so are your guests when they've got one of these in their hand. So let me take you on a tour of the knife and what we're talking about, okay? So if you've spent a little time during this quarantine binge watching shows, Forged in Fire is at the top of a lot of people's lists. It's such a cool show. And these guys know steel. They know stainless steel. And look at this, every single knife that you're getting, you gotta do a double take on the price when you see this, is hand-hammered finished, one of a kind, every single one of them. These knives, Tamara, are full tang. I saw that and I couldn't believe it. When we talk about the quality of these knives, full tang means that steel goes all the way through that handle and is notched on the end for stability. And you've got triple rivets and, of course, that beautiful Forged in Fire logo. And you're not getting one set of 4 of these. You're getting 2 sets of 4 of these, 8 knives total, which I absolutely think is just such a great configuration because you can keep one of the packs for yourself and you can give one away. And I'll show you this. They come in just a beautiful box. I mean, the gift presentation is out of this world. To your point, there's safety tips on every one of them so that when you're pulling it out, you can watch the fingers, and the presentation is out of this world.
Absolutely. Something else that this has that I have never seen on any other product ever is a 50-year warranty. Mark,
is that out of this world?
50 years, that's a lot of steak. I mean, think about that. A manufacturer's 50-year limited warranty. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So listen, any defects at all, any reason to be unhappy with these, we're going to take care of them for you. We know the quality that we built these knives with. We know what you're getting home. We know how much you're going to absolutely love these knives. And I'm going to show you a couple of more reasons why. One of the things that I love about them, this has that deep, beefy serration. So when you pick this up, you're in a steakhouse in New York City, and that's what it feels like. It's a full 4.75 inches, so it's not a little kind of, kind of weak feeling one, and it just feels and fits fantastic in your hand. If you know what, if you've found yourself kind of longing for that steakhouse experience lately, this is really going to kind of give that to you. And it's because of the way it feels in your hand, it's because of the way it cuts, and it's because of the quality that we put into this. I mean, you think about a knife set that's going to give you 50 years, a 50-year warranty on a knife set, Tamara, that is unheard of.
It really is. And you know what, for a price like this, you know, you could pay a price like this for some really basic, like as basic as they come knives. You are getting such a great quality, as you can see, and as Mark was talking about, full tang, because a lot of times what makes a knife go wrong is either it's not balanced, it breaks.
Right.
If you've ever had like a blade break off at the handle, it's because that metal didn't go all the way through. Do you see how it goes all the way through and all the way to the end? So that's what's called full tang. I've had knives break right here because they stopped right there. This one is not gonna do that. Mark is a bigger, you know, he's taller, he's got bigger hands than I do. You saw how it fit in his hand, you see how it fits in my hand. So I like that it's not too big or too small. Literally, there is a reason why this has been so enormously popular. You're getting 8 of them for under $25. We're gonna go back and see some more steak, but I tell you, this is a time to go ahead and upgrade your steak knife drawer.
Well, I want you to see something kind of neat. This is a hybrid knife. Come look real close. So you've got that heavy serrated blade there. That's what gives you that feel of that New York City steakhouse knife. And I got to say it again, I love that. But look at here. We've actually given you a straight edge knife. So when it comes time to handle different things during your meal, you don't have to switch blades. So if you want nice, clean cuts on cheese or sausage or vegetables, you don't have to use the serrated blade every time. And because of the hand-hammered finish, it's not difficult at all to have the food just slide right off the blade. And I think that is just a really neat addition to what is already just, you know, one of the best quality steak knives you're going to put in your hand. And you don't have to pay $65. You don't have to pay $55. You look at the price of these and you're like, are you kidding me with that? That is out of this world.
Yes.
So when it comes time to dig in to that great steak, that great chop, that great piece of chicken, this is the way that you're going to want to do that. And you're going to want to make sure that everyone at the table has one for themselves too. And that's why we love giving you 2 packs of 4. So you're getting 8 of them, Tamara.
Yes.
8 of them, which is to me such a great value when you're talking about a 50-year warranty from you know, a group of guys that do nothing but work with stainless steel. I'm going to show you this one more time too, because I know how much I've spent on knives before, singly and as part of a set. You see that right there? That's hand hammering. That's what that is. You wander into that big fancy shop at the mall with the fancy parking lot, and you go and have a look at that in the big fancy case.
Yes.
Wow, you find hand hammered with a number under 3 figures on it,
yes.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
You find a set of 8, you probably stole it.
but then you can't tell anybody where you got it. Well, that's right. But this is the deal. We've got them for you, and you know, free and clear. You just call us and let us know. You're getting 8 of them. If you want more than a set of 8, it's completely up to you. Think about this. When was the last time that you bought steak knives, or that you had brand new steak knives? Was it when you did you register for them when you got married 15 years ago and you're still using the same steak knives? Maybe your needs have changed. Maybe those knives have lived their day. It's time to step up and get something better, get better quality. If you're spending your money on really great cuts of meat, if you're eating steak, it's already not an inexpensive meal. So why use an inferior knife to cut it with? We always talk about when you have the right tools for the job is just easier. When you have the right tools to cut your steak, guess what? That's just a better, more enjoyable experience to your steak and potatoes and asparagus. That's what I like to have. So go ahead. Definitely, you're getting 4. You're getting 8 of them. They come in 2 packs of 4. And you've got a 50-year warranty on the quality of these. We've got about 2 more minutes left on this. Mark, we're coming back to you.
Well, I want you to have a look here. And I mean, you know, you talk about the quality of these knives and the 50-year guarantee. Those triple rivets, that's such a huge deal. Think of the steak knives you've seen in the past. They usually attach right here from the handle to the blade, whatever that might be. And what we've done with our handles too, we went with an ABS plastic on our handle. A lot of the best restaurants will do that too, because as soon as you get into the wood handles, now you've got a whole new set of having to care for it, of having to take care of it. So we've made sure that not only are these knives functional and perfect, but they are maintenance and worry-free. So listen, if you want a little bit of sausage to go with the cheese, remember this is a hybrid blade. So you don't have to use the serrated if you don't want to. That serrated edge is there to cut through those nice, big, thick sears on those great chops and steaks that you love to cook. But sometimes you don't want that serrated edge. It gives more of a tearing than a cut. So what you want with that is that flat edge. So why have to set two separate knives at a table when you can do all of it with one single knife? So let me show you again. You are getting all 8 of these. To me, that's incredible. 2 sets of 4 in the gift boxes. So if you've got a couple of things coming up, if you've got a wedding, maybe a birthday, anything like that, this is a great, great, great quick bow and go gift.
Yes. And
when it comes time to just that summer experience, getting everybody around the table, this really is the way you want to go.
Absolutely.
I mean, it gives you that perfect cut. It gives you that great feel. And this is the 4.75 inch. So the feel in your hand is out of this world. Tamara, I think you guys are going to love these knives. I really do.
I think so too. I think, sometimes when you have some things in the kitchen, if you don't have the right tool, you can kind of substitute. There is no substitute for good steak knives. There just isn't. So I want to make sure you get yours. For less than $25, go for it. The item number is 711558. That's the number to get that home. And if you ever forget any item number or forget how do I order, you can always go to hsn.com and you can look at the last items offered and you can see them right there. So go ahead and pick yours up. Something else from Forged in Fire is a way to actually cook your steaks if